What's up everyone, we're back with a new class today. Today we're going to talk about the S Cartwheel or Swheel. It's a very cool soft acrobatical movement and technique. And yeah, let's start. Okay, so the very first step for totally beginners and to start to understand the coordination where we want to end up is, we're starting with the lunge position like this, right foot in the front, left in the back. Then you're going to a low lunge position and you're going to place one hand on the floor, in this case the left one. So here, it's very important during the whole technique that you keep looking in the front of you. So for me in this case it's the camera, for you it can be something else, maybe a mirror, a wall. Doesn't make any sense if it's just straight in front of you. If it's just straight in front of you and you keep looking at it all the time, then the other arm is coming overhead and reaching to the floor like that. While you're doing that, you're going to make a step with the left foot, the leg which is behind, step through to the side, and then you try to turn to end up in a low lunge position, mirroring. So here you go again. And stand up. You can also use that right hand to push yourself up. That's also coming back later on in the technique. If you're used to that, you can start implementing a little hop. So now you just have been stepping through it, but try to follow the same pattern, jumping a bit into it. So here we go. Low lunge, hand on the floor. One hand is coming overhead. You're going to step through with a little hop and end up into that lunge position on the other side. Let's practice that a little bit. Already good to understand and to explore a little bit is that in the air, when you make the transition on the hands, that we're going to switch the legs. So you can also imagine that if you would be doing it from standing and you do this exercise, jumping lunges I call it, you already get used to that motion a little bit. So let's practice that. You go to a deep lunge and you're going to jump up explosively, and at the highest momentum you're going to switch the legs in the biggest range of motion. You try to practice it. So here you go. If you're used to that, we can start focusing on the arms, which is probably the most important. We have one supportive arm and one main arm, and the left hand, which is reaching first for the floor, you have to jump over it from the lunge position all the way towards the right hand. But if you don't have any experience, we first are going to explore that pattern a little bit and see how it feels for the body, especially for the arms, the shoulders, because if you go too fast, the body is not used to it and there is some risk of injury. So yeah, maybe the first week, 2 weeks, try to exercise this. So you're going to reach and you're just going to explore how far you can come with the second arm which is available. Try to reach as far as you can, extend it as much, and coming back in a dynamic way. And every time you do it, try to come just a little bit further with that right arm than the last time you did it. Okay, so if you have been doing that for some time, some sessions, If you like, it's quite easy for you and you feel comfortable, then you can try to start doing the same thing, but now reaching with the right hand to the floor with a little jump into it. So you throw your arm over and at the same time you're going to jump from that lunge position. Here we go, low lunge, hand, reach, boom, and come back. So what's important is that you keep looking straight in front of you, that you spot to the front for the right posture, and that automatically will help you also to get the arm coordinated correctly and going straight over in the end. So as with many acrobatical skills, we can use the wall to learn things safely and without risk. So you're going to stand closely to the wall at the same starting position as we have been practicing before. So with the left leg to the back, right in the front, so the high lunge position. You're going to do the exact same thing, and you're trying to become to stand still when you're at the highest momentum on the hand, so in the handstand basically. And then at that point you try to switch your legs, and with the leg which ends up behind you, you try to touch the wall and find stability. So here we go, low lunge, switch over to the hands, boom, stand still. Practice that a few times. And when you're comfortable with it, you can try to go from the handstand position, from the stable position, to the exit. So bringing yourself over controlled with both feet at the same time reaching the floor, and as soft and silent as possible, I would say. So you have to use a little bit of strength to damp yourself. And stand up. And now you can try to send it over all the way to the other side, switching the legs in the middle of the technique. So when you're straight on top of the hands. And yeah, you try to land softly. Try to aim to land with both feet at the same time on the floor. I know it's very difficult. Most of the time one ends or one lands a bit earlier than the other one on the floor, but try to avoid that as much as possible. So you see, you will end up in a low lunge position, but from that low lunge position you directly try to stand up straightly. So I also would like to refer to a skill, another soft acrobatics, for people who have been following more of my classes before this. It is the reverse macaco. I will also send a link link down below this video where you can actually learn that skill. But if you master the reverse macaco, it can also help you out in this one, because it has a lot of similar components, strength-wise, coordination-wise. It is because the entry arm and the exit arm are similar to that one, because the moment you're going to enter with the left arm, it is actually the supportive arm in the end, and the right second arm is the main arm. Like in the reverse macaco, you will also end up on a main arm, and you control most of that landing and also the direction that you're going with that main arm. So a normal reverse macaco would be here. So the supportive arm and the main arm, you're jumping straight over, and you end up in this semi-bridge position, and then you would stand up. Now, instead of starting like this and ending up like this, so instead of going straight over, now you have to move to the side, starting with the feet in the lunge position straight forward, and you have to aim to do partly the reverse macaco to the side, but now end up also in a lunge position with the leg switch, of course. But yeah, the entry arm, supportive arm, and the right arm, the main arm, they have the same function, I would say. Yeah, so the main arm is mainly also useful to make you land softly and controlled, and the supportive arm is to give you a bit of coordination and direction. The very last moment, you have to push yourself out of it, and it can also make you help stand up in the end. Alright, so there's a lot of information into this class, and yeah, as many of my classes. I just want to mention that try to pick the tools out of it which you are struggling with, put them into your session, practice them with repetitions and sets, for example 10 to 12 repetitions per exercise, at least 3 days a week for making proper progress. And yeah, then with weeks and months, you're gonna see that things are gonna keep on improving. That's for now. Enjoy your practice. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below, or contact me throughout Instagram or any other social media. Yes. See you at the next class. Ciao.